Okay, here it is. Scott Stanley was gambling in underground casinos.
Okay, you believe this is connected to why he was murdered?
I'm not sure.
Okay, why do I have the odd feeling that there's something more?
Well, I know this, well, because I remember him from one of the casinos.
One of those casinos that you yourself were gambling in?
Yes.
I see. What exactly do you expect me to do with this information?
I felt you should know.
You thought I should know that one of my detectives, a New York City police officer working in the Major Crimes Bureau, an officer sworn to uphold the law, was committing a felony.
Here's the thing. We need to investigate gambling as a lead, and I thought you should know the basis of that investigation.
Thank you. You can go now.
So you don't have any more questions for me about, maybe how often I gamble, if it's maybe a problem for me? Do I win much? Because I
most certainly
always
do
win.
not
I never
have
lose.
any more questions like that. I do, however, have one question, which I will ask again. Will you please leave my office?
Sure. Are you mad? Okay.
Hey, yeah. Commissioner Stanley's bank records. Now, this guy's been draining his accounts over the last 9 months. Downsized apartments from the Upper West Side to Alphabet City.
If he was corrupt, he sure as hell wasn't too good at it.
Made some pretty huge withdrawals, too. Look, $3,000 in one day, $5,000 on another. What's he doing with that cash?
Loneliness can be a gateway to all sorts of vices. If we find out where his money was going, I bet we find out why he was killed.
Hey, it turns out Stanley had a sizable life insurance policy from the city. And get this, he changed his beneficiary 3 weeks ago.
Who's getting the money?
Stanley's assistant, Susie Houchin.
Oh, lonely widower makes his beautiful assistant his beneficiary, and 3 weeks later, he's killed.
Well, maybe Susie got tired of answering the phones.
It's crazy. We were all just here. I feel like he's gonna walk right through that door.
There was no one he was particularly at odds with, nothing he was working on recently that went south.
Look, it's city politics. Of course there was disagreements, but people loved working with Scott. He was fair and people respected that.
Did he change at all after his wife died? Did his behavior become more erratic?
No, nothing like that. He worked more after Colleen died.
And do you think he used his influence for personal profit?
No, no way. A company lobbying to build a factory in Queens sent over a bouquet after his wife's funeral, and he made me send it back. He was incorruptible.
It does strike me as odd that he would make you his life insurance beneficiary 3 weeks before he was killed.
What are you talking about?
You didn't know? Well, $200,000 is yours.
No, I know that he doesn't have a family, but that's incredibly weird. He didn't say a word.
Maybe the lonely widower was starting to look at you in a more personal way.
He was more like a brother.
You two spent a lot of time together? Feelings build?
Al, Susie, we believe you. Do you know where he went when he wasn't working?
Larry would know, Larry Boardman, his aide. They spent a lot more time outside of the office. Excuse me.
Sure.
Why'd you step on my affair angle? I was getting signals from her.
You were getting signals from her? Really? Were you also getting signals from her wife? Yeah.
Sure, I picked him up in the morning sometimes. Took him to meetings. Once in a while, I drive him home.
You ever drive him anywhere else?
No, not really. He lived a pretty simple life. After Colleen died, he pretty much been keeping to himself.
Yeah, I understand that. After my husband passed, I kept to myself, too. But sometimes you get lonely. You need something to fill that void. I know I did. I did some things I wasn't too proud of. You see any of that behavior in Mr. Stanley?
Hey, look, it wasn't a big deal, but in the last couple months before he died, he started having me take him to bars.
Larry, was there one bar in particular you took him to?
Yeah, Lonigan's on the Lower East Side. Started having me drop him there a couple months ago.
Okay, when was the last time you took him to Lonigan's?
2 nights ago.
Detective Margolis, Sharon Margolis. Detective Lee, you'll be next.
Hey, you okay?
Yeah. I just couldn't watch Stearns walking all over my life.
Murray's got a lead. Payne's old pal, Hector Griego. Looks like he was sleeping with Payne's wife while he was in jail. Murray's heading out there.
Terry, thanks. But you guys got to remember, this is internal affairs.
If you're gonna tell me to be careful, I'm gonna tell you to shut it.
Hey, Carrie. Can we talk?
Sure. What's up?
Listen. I was grabbing a beer with Al about a month ago. He was talking about the Payne case.
He knew Payne was out of prison?
And he was really steamed about it. He told me he wished that somebody would wipe that guy off the map. Al's words, not mine. If IAB finds out about it.
Did anyone else overhear this?
We were in a bar with a lot of cops. Carrie, how do I play this with IAB if they catch me lying? I'm toast.
You do whatever you have to do, Jed.
I don't understand. I told the police everything I know about what happened to Oscar.
And you've been very helpful, Mrs. Payne. I just have a couple more questions, if that's okay?
Yes, of course.
If you don't mind me asking, how much you pay a month for this place?
I don't know.
Like $22.50, maybe? That about right? That's $27,000 a year? Last year, you reported a part-time income of $30,000. Now, that leaves $3,000 a year for food and clothing. Wow, those amazing $600 Manolo Blahniks you're wearing. Were they a gift from Hector Griego?
Hector? Mm-hmm. No,
Alma, Hector got out before Oscar. You've been seeing him while your husband was inside, right?
How do you know that?
We know everything. Except where Hector is.
You don't think Hector had anything to do with killing Oscar, do you?
Where is he?
Hector is clean now. He is a good man.
Alma, I used to work as an investigator for the IRS, and they don't much care for unreported income. I make a call, believe me, they will take those shoes. They will take this house. So why don't you just tell me where he is?
He's staying with a friend. 623 Ryder Avenue.
4 blocks from where your husband was murdered.
Hector! Carrie Wells, NYPD. I'd like to ask you a few questions.
I'm guessing this is about Oscar.
Yeah.
I'm happy to talk, but I don't know what happened to him. I'm a machinist now. Got a good job. Not banging no more.
Except for Oscar's wife, Alma, right?
Excuse me, what'd you say?
Hold up. I want your badge number and the name of your commanding officer. I'm gonna report you.
Round penetrated Payne's skull, precisely dead center.
You were the last one to see him alive, weren't you?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Heilbronn, the beer. You had a beer with him that night, didn't you? I think you called him up, invited him for a beer, pretended to be his friend, and then you killed him. That way you and Alma can be together and your buddy's not around. How convenient.
I didn't kill him. Okay, Oscar came over for a beer, but he left around 11:30. That was the last time I saw him.
Can anyone back up your story?
Yeah, once he left, I called Alma. We were on the phone for like over an hour. We were trying to decide how to come clean to him. Honest. Ask Alma.
Alma was married to Oscar. Cheating with you, she's not an alibi.
I was here, I swear. Look, you can track my phone with that satellite stuff you guys got, right? You see I'm being straight.